Hello everyone, my name is Bianca Nadira Roselle and I'm the Training and Technical Assistance Coordinator for the New Jersey Self-Advocacy Project. Today we are going to be talking about our reverse job fair. Today we'll be exploring a unique approach to job fairs where job seekers will be showcasing their skills and experience while employers will be coming up to them. This training is designed to help you understand what a reverse job fair is, its benefits for both job seekers and employers, and how you can effectively organize or participate in one. Let's begin by talking about what a reverse job fair is. A reverse job fair is the opposite of a traditional job fair that we tend to think about. Instead of employers setting up booths and job seekers coming up to them, it's the other way around. It's the job seekers who are setting up booths and trying to display their unique skills and projects while employers circulate to find good candidates for their companies. This format allows job seekers to take control of their job search by actively demonstrating their talent in a very creative way. It can be especially impactful in the industries where portfolios or hands-on works are part of the job. For those who are familiar with traditional job fairs, this can be quite a refreshing change to those who have participated or attended one. In an event where job seekers set up booths to present their skills, experience, and projects, and the employers are circulating. So this is definitely quite the opposite of a regular job fair that we tend to think about. So again, the difference between both of these that we tend to think is that, well, they're the opposite, right? The job seeker is the one setting up the booth while the employer is the one walking around and coming up to candidates. This changes that dynamic completely because it encourages more of a meaningful interaction. Instead of job seekers feeling like they're just one in a crowd, they get to make these tailored presentations and showcase exactly what they have to offer to their potential employer. And what is the concept of a reverse job fair? Well, let's dive a little deeper into this. It's all about the job seekers being the exhibitors. They set up the booth to showcase their work, and the employer walks around to engage with them. This concept works great for those who have portfolios or any kind of projects to show off. So you really get to show your creativity when it comes to this kind of job fair. You as the job seeker get to think about, what do I want to display? Do I want to put my resume out? Do I have any artwork? Do I have any kind of portfolios or projects that I've worked on that I would really like for my potential employer to see? So you really get to showcase yourself in a very unique way with this kind of job fair. But why is it beneficial for a person looking for a job? Let's take a look at all the benefits. Firstly, it allows you to directly showcase your skills. Instead of simply talking about your abilities at an interview, for example, you can demonstrate them with real projects or portfolios at this kind of job fair. This format also increases your visibility. You're no longer one of 100 of applicants in the crowd. You have a booth to yourself that makes you stand out specifically. There's also a bunch of networking opportunities. You get to interact with multiple employers in a more personalized setting. Employers who are interested in you because something stood out to them from your booth. And what's also beneficial about this is you get to customize your booth to emphasize your specific strengths that you believe you have. So these are really tailor-made presentations that you get to do with your booth. So it's quite beneficial for the job seeker. But it's also beneficial to our employers Reverse job fairs make talent scouting much, much more efficient. Instead of reading through a bunch of resumes, trying to pick out the best candidates, they actually get to observe candidate skills firsthand, see who really stands out to them, and have a more meaningful interaction. They also get a better sense of a candidate's personality, passion, and creativity by getting to interact with them directly. For employers, having a job fair like this, they makes them get a mini interview with candidates in an informal setting before they have that formal sit down kind of interview at their office. But before we get into any of this, a lot of preparation has to go on beforehand. For example, a well thought out booth makes a great first impression. So you need to make sure you have visual aids like posters, infographics, any kind of multimedia you may want to use to get those employers engaged. Your booth can display portfolios, projects. You can include business cards, your resume. You want to remember to dress appropriately. Make that good first impression. You also want to practice your networking skills and prepare any possible questions for your potential employer as well. One of the most important things I always recommend is an elevator pitch. An elevator pitch is a brief way to professionally introduce yourself. So this is even more important when you have your own booth and people are coming up to you. You want to come up with something quick to present yourself to that person, who you are, what your name is, what you're interested in. So having something like this prepared ahead of time helps you not be as nervous when your potential employer comes up to you, and introduce yourself in a more formal manner as well. There's also preparation involved for employers. Employers also need to prepare. It's important for them to know what skills and what positions they're looking for, and to plan some kind of strategy for what booths they're going to be visiting. This ensures that they're not overwhelmed by the number of candidates that they're going to have available. They should also prepare target questions that can help them assess the candidate's skills and qualities that they are looking for. They also want to plan how they're going to approach the candidates. Are they going to be more friendly and informal, or are they going to look very serious and have little interaction? So they also have to kind of plan out how they're going to interact. So they have been successful examples of this that have been done already. It's not very common nowadays to hear a reverse job fair, but it's slowly becoming more and more known. For example, Rutgers University has done a reverse job fair. This allowed their students from various different programs like business, engineering, and IT to be able to set up their booths to showcase their projects and their skills. And they got employers to participate, which gave their students the opportunity to present their work in a more interactive way than a typical traditional job fair. The College of New Jersey, TCNJ, also organized a reverse job fair to connect their students with employers from local industries. Their Career Center works closely with employers in education, healthcare, and technology areas, which were the potential employers who attended these events, which allowed their students to showcase their work portfolios, which attracted various organizations. These few examples show that reverse job fairs can lead to real meaningful outcomes for both job seekers and employers. So it has been shown to have a positive impact on those looking for a job as well. Now, reverse job fairs can be done in person, but they can also be held virtually. I have here some examples that I'm displaying. So this, for example, would be an in-person job fair. You get to see the candidates showcasing their work, their projects. This can also be done virtually. A lot of different platforms have been set up for this to be done. So you can take a look at how this can have a more meaningful impact and better results for those looking for jobs as well. All right. Well, I just want to finish off by sharing our contact information. Thank you so much for listening to our training today. You can reach me at our email here, bnajera@arcnj.org, or our general email, njsap@arcnj.org. My phone number is listed on there in our social media as well. You can also fill out a training request form on our website as well, which has a list of all the trainings that are available. Again, my name is Bianca Najera. I'm from the New Jersey Self-Advocacy Project. Thank you so much for listening today.